Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 15 of our Quebec Nordiques franchise mode. As in today's episode, we are going to be simulating up to trade deadline, making some big time decisions. As in last episode, we traded for this man right here, Dylan Larkin, who has been an unbelievable player for the Quebec Nordiques, contributing in so much offense to the point where he's second in points in the NHL right now. I mean, this guy has been doing so much for the team, getting Hall up there in goal scoring. I mean, this guy could totally win the Rocket Richard if he just starts pouring in the goals. But this year, we have been playing fantastic this year. This has been one of the best teams for the Quebec Nordiques. Now, there's still a lot of changes that we need to make. Of course, depth-wise is something that we need to make a change for, and that's our second line. So our second line with Gurionov, I think it was Kapanen. No, Kapanen's down in the third line. Who is it now? I think it's Gurionov, Yamamoto, and Granlund right now. That line has not been doing good, without a doubt. It's been struggling to put up points. And the one guy that I've been kind of pointing towards the blame towards is Mikael Granlund. He has not been the guy that I expected him to be. 21 points in 36 games with a -7, and last year he struggled as well with only 45 points. This guy has not been the guy that we all thought he would have been. We thought he would have been a lot better player than what he is, and he hasn't been proving that. And it kind of fucking sucks because we need that good playmaker to play on the team and to step up for us. So we are going to be making a big trade, but not right now. We're going to get up to trade deadline. Hopefully we still perform well. If we do not, if we go on like a 5-game losing streak, we're going to go and do a trade, get rid of Mikael Granlund, kind of regenerate the team and stuff like that. But for right now, we're going to keep the team the way that it is. And I have full belief in the Quebec Nordiques that we're going to do hella good going into the playoffs this year. We're already showing that we're a fucking first place team. I mean, like, we're a great team this year. We have been proving that with every step that we make. And Kasperi Kapanen not happy about his ice time. I know you're not happy about your ice time, and I'm going to have to disagree with you with that fact. I know, but management morale with Kapanen right now, we're pretty good with them. We'll keep an eye on it, though. If it does dip down to where we don't want it to be, then we'll fix it. And we're starting to lose some games here, boys. We got to get back on that W column a bit. We got to start winning a couple more games. Dylan Larkin out with a broken nose. That's an injury that we do not want to say right now. But we just need to keep piling in the victories. Fight with resiliency, even without our best player, Dylan Larkin. And we are. We won a couple games there. Patrice Bergeron took over that spot. That's weird. Okay, so Dylan Larkin there. Roland McCallum, Callie Dance there, and then Patrice Bergeron there. How is this third line doing? How is this line doing? Is it doing better now? I mean, it's doing a little better. Yamamoto is exploding. Jesus Christ, this guy. Fucking hell, maybe Granlund is a keeper. I mean, he's not doing too great. Maybe we could get somebody better to get that line to really going, or maybe we try Patrice Bergeron up on that line. Right? You give Patrice Bergeron a try, Granlund with Kapanen and Dubé. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad opportunity for him. Dubé and them, they're not doing too bad. Maybe give Granlund a little bit of opportunity to be that playmaker down there. And otherwise, everyone else is doing pretty good. Univalov is doing great this year, man. Univalov is a great pickup. I feel like we need almost like an offensive defenseman almost. Like, this defense core, it's not like the worst, but we're not generating points. And that's a thing where, like, I wouldn't give a shit, but we're not generating points down that defensive area. So we'll have to take a look at everything on this Quebec Nordiques team, see what we need to change, see what we need to make a trade for, stuff like that. Because if anything, we're doing depth pickups. Because we have so many fucking young players that can just slip right on in there and replace people. I'm not too worried about it. But for right now, big win there against the Minnesota Wild and a win there against the Boston Bruins as we're really taking hold of that first place in the Atlantic Division as the Quebec Nordiques are just piling in the victories right now. And I'm liking the way that this team is playing right now, man. We're playing hard and oh no. Jordan Binnington out with a post-concussion syndrome. That is not good. We just lost our best goalie. I want to line. Who's been better in the NHL line? Soderstrom or Joseph Wall? They've been identical. Joseph Wall has been playing more games though, so we'll call him up. That is not good. I mean, Binnington's been our man. He really has been. 31-11, a 9-16. Oh, fuck. And we have to rely on UC Saros now. I think we got to make a trade for a goalie now, too. We can only really do two max trades. It's either we go... I think offensively we're perfect, right? I mean, Granlund, fuck, he's such a bum. He really fucking is. Granlund is such a massive goddamn bum. He's playing like garbage. Fuck me. We need to get rid of him. Granlund's a guy that we need to get rid of, point. That's a fucking... He's so garbage. He's the worst fucking NHL player ever. He's playing like shit on our team. Which, first of all, is not a good thing to look at because we need him at his best. We really need him at his best, and if he's not, then we're going to have to get rid of him, and we're going to have to make that big blockbuster trade. We're going to have to look at trading for a goalie, and because there's no way we can rely on UC Saros to be that goaltender going all the way until May. There's no way, and I don't think I could even trust him going that far and being our starting goaltender. I don't know. That's going to be a tough-ass decision that we're going to have to make here for the Quebec Nordiques. We're going to definitely have to make a very big trade coming up here towards the trade deadline as we're first place in the division. UC Saros is doing a very great job backing us up right now. But, I mean, holy shit, Granlund. You know what? You can go fuck yourself. I disagree. Sorry, I don't think this is the right call. You can fuck right off. Big win there against the LA Kings as well as we're heading into the trade deadline. Look at Dylan Larkin, man. 60 games, he has 72 points. Let's take a look at all the stats, though, and individual stuff. So, goals for per game. We're third in the league for goals for per game. But defensively, we're one of the best teams in the league. So, we're in first place anyways. Power play, second best in the league. And PK, second best in our division. So, I mean, any way you look at it, I'm pretty happy with the way that we got the team folded out. Taylor Hall, he's having a great season this year. We've been waiting for Taylor Hall to kind of have an explosive season, and this is the year that he's going to have a real good season for us, hopefully. Second line for us, we definitely need that nice, explosive second line playmaker. Patrice Bergeron, he's not that guy anymore. He's doing great with the 45 games that he's played. I mean, if he's way up there. But I like him down with Dubé and fucking Kapanen. I feel like that line was way better than what it was when we took away Patrice Bergeron. So we're going to throw Bergeron back on that second line, or that third line. Callie Dansk, what a rookie year this guy is having. He missed a lot of games due to injury, but fuck me, has he ever been performing. Defensively, we have McDonagh, 41, Haydn Fleury. Everyone else is actually not doing that bad point-wise. It's not the worst, but it wouldn't be bad to pick up somebody offensive. Binnington out of the lineup, we've been having to rely on UC Saros, which actually hasn't been that bad. 19-17 with a 264. But really, how much longer? I want to keep UC Saros. That's a guy that we do want to keep when we do make this trade, just in case shit goes bad again. But let's take a look at everything. Rookie skaters is Callie Dansk. Yeah, Callie Dansk. Look at this fucking man. With he's less games than most of these rookies, and he's leading the league in rookie points right now. What a season this man's been having. Otherwise, point-wise for the entire league, John Carlson somehow up there. That's ridiculous. Larkin kind of lost control of that point, but, I mean, he's fucking still doing fantastic. I mean, he's still a reliable player as he is, still playing great. So, we got to make some big trades. Defensively, we're just going to leave as it is. I think the way that we have it defensively, it's perfect. We're playing very well. But offensively, we need a top-level guy. First of all, we need to go after a goalie. That is a for sure fire thing that we need to aim after because we have nobody right now. We legit just got our man, UC Saros. So how well is Peter Mrazek? Yeah, the past couple of years, Peter Mrazek has not been doing good. Not a reliable goaltender for our team. And for him to help us on that playoff run, I would not want to rely on him. Mackenzie Blackwood, 84 overall. He's 1 year left at 9-12. This year, he played for New Jersey for most of the year, 20-17. Probably looking for more of a playoff run, 28 years old. Wouldn't be a bad pickup from the Detroit Red Wings. Jacob Marchand, but he's injured right now, so that's definitely not a guy that I would like to look at. I don't think there's going to be anybody else. In Detroit, we possibly could get some other players from. Gibson, but he's 75. Husso. And Craig Anderson, but he's down the dumps now. Thatcher Demko as well, but that's a lot of value for a guy just for a year. and a guy that has been struggling all season long. 7-20-4. That is fucking terrible. But, hey, Bo fucking Horvat, bro. Fuck. If you want a fucking depth player, that's your man right there. But that's a lot for a rental. And I'm not willing to spend all my money on my rentals. I'm just going for the cheap rentals that are going to do some big time hockey for us, right? That's what we're going to really be looking at. So they really don't got any depth guys there that we could really pick up, but we will be picking up Mackenzie Blackwood from them. So practically we're just going to trade Joseph Wall to them. Nice young goaltender for them. And then just a couple picks, a third, and then next year's fucking second and a third. Because, I mean, goaltenders you really don't get very much value from anyways. It's a nice little deal for them. They get a couple picks, and they get a nice young goaltender. So take away the fourth. We'll just do the fifth. There we go. Mackenzie Blackwood, welcome to your Quebec Nordiques, buddy. So we do need to edit the lineups, make him our starting goaltender. So now we just got to wait until Jordan Binnington gets back in the lineup. But for right now, we're going to rely on Mackenzie Blackwood to be our starting goaltender for right now. And to be the man that we're going to be looking at. And that's just without a doubt. He should be a good guy to step up for us and be a big player for us. Now let's take a look at somebody that could step into that second line position this year. Somebody just for a year. We don't need anybody too exponential because we're going to be having Cole Perfetta step in the lineup here sooner or later. I mean, probably even next year we might have this guy step in the lineup as a 79 overall right now. Hopefully he jumps up more, but he probably will be a third liner next year. So, I mean, if we could get a guy for 2 years, I wouldn't mind that. I would be open to get a centerman for 2 years on a low risk deal that's not going to burn us too bad, that we could easily trade away the guy easily. So that's what we're going to be looking for as a cheap guy. I mean, Bo Horvat wouldn't be bad. Nice cheap guy for the next 2 years, but I mean, he has a 1-year contract. So if that's our only fucking guy, that's really going to fucking suck ass. Right now, there's nobody that you could really pick up. Unless you want to go after a winger. You already have a centerman in Dylan Dubé, but you want a centerman for that second line. Somebody better than fucking Mikael Granlund, for fuck's sakes. Where the fuck is everyone? Why is there nobody? What the fuck is wrong with this year? There's nobody for depth. Jesus Christ, no one wants to trade anybody this year. Who wants Mikael Granlund? We'll do a trade with somebody that we can fucking make a deal with. So, Minnesota, you got Luke Kunin, but you probably don't want to trade him. He's on a really nice deal, 87 overall. That's a really nice player for you guys. I don't think you're going to want to make any deals with anybody right now. You're looking pretty happy the way that you guys are. I knew Montreal wanted to do a trade. You got Shane Wright, but you got Tomas Hertl that wouldn't be bad, but he's a goal scorer. You would be more looking towards a playmaker, if anything. Max Domi wouldn't be a bad. He's locked up, though. He's locked up big time. Ryan Johansson, 85 overall, 2 years left at $8 million. Could play on that first line. He has 50 points this season. He fits on our lineups. He hasn't been doing too bad. I mean, he's kind of in a situation where Mikael Granlund has played before in Nashville, but they want him. And if you guys retain half of Ryan Johansson's salary, because that salary is fucking too much money for us, boys, we could go $2 mil. Because over that, it's just going to be too much of a contract. Us paying just above, just into the $7 million range. Or, yeah, around there, I think it is. For Mikael Granlund, I wouldn't mind doing that. 2 years for Mikael Granlund. Will this go straight up? Just straight up? No. Okay, so we'll have to trade you a couple prospects then, which we have plenty of them. We have too much. Hunter, and we will also trade away Mercer, Dawson Mercer. So those will be the two guys that will be heading over to Nashville, and they look like they're doing pretty good future-wise. I mean, you pick up a depth player in Mikael Granlund, he's not going to do you too bad. He's not going to hurt you that bad, and will that go through? We'll take that, just do a fourth, nothing. That, no. Okay, they're still fucking mean assholes about us. So we'll give you guys a third and a fourth of this year. Will that go through? Still rejected. So we'll trade the first of this season because we're not going to need it. We'll trade away the first. We'll pick up a second of this year, second of next year, and a 3rd round pick. Will that go through? No. So we'll take off one of the seconds. Shit. Take off one of the seconds. Put a player back on there. How about that? Will that work for you guys? Trade rejected still. So we'll take away that 2nd round draft pick, 3rd. No, you're not keen on taking away salary cap off of Johansson. How about $1.5 million? Will that work? Trade rejected. $1 million, so it makes it at least even to Mikael Granlund's contract. $1 million. Will that work? No, they're being assholes. So you guys can fuck off. You lost your chance of picking up Mikael Granlund. Fucking assholes. Fucking dicks. Pieces of shit. Alright, let's see what New York has to offer for us. Capo Kakko, Mika Spinajad, Philip Schittel. And then you got Elias Anderson as well. And then Brent Howden all the way down there. But nothing really that you can really pick out to be a nice playmaker for the team. Linus Anderson been kind of shit over the past couple of years. Jean-Gabriel Pageau. That wouldn't be a bad pickup. $4.1 million. He can play up on the first line. He's a French boy. He doesn't do that bad. He hasn't been doing that great this year, point producing wise, as he's done in the past seasons. But I mean, that wouldn't be a bad player. Just 1 for 1, practically 2 years for him. 1 for 1, Jean-Gabriel Pageau for Mikael Granlund. We'll try to add a couple picks on there, see if that will work. A 2nd and 3rd for him. Will that go through? No. How about just a 3rd? How about nothing? Just straight up Mikael Granlund for Pageau. No, it does not go through. We will add a 3rd and a 4th to this deal. And still nada. They don't really want to do this deal. So we'll add a 1st round draft pick. Give a little bit of a sweetener into the deal. Add a 2nd and a 3rd for Pageau. They still don't want to do the fucking deal. They're being a little bit of assholes here. They want fucking Granlund, but they don't want to give away Pageau in the deal. That's the problem about trading for players that they don't want to get rid of. Is it's extremely difficult to do deals like that. There we go. So I know it's not an easy deal, but it's a guy with extra term and cheaper as well. Cheaper and should play better than fucking what Granlund has been doing. We picked up a good player in Pageau. So hopefully Pageau could step right into that 2nd line and do what our other man's been doing for us. So Pageau, Gurionov, Yamamoto. Hopefully that line will do fairly well for us, hopefully. And get the same kind of output that we were getting out of Mikael Granlund on his first year here with the Quebec Nordiques. So let's jump right into simulation. Let's get right back to it. We got Mackenzie Blackwood as our starting goaltender now. And Jean-Gabriel Pageau is our 2nd line centerman. So let's get right to the playoffs. And tons of time for Binnington to hopefully get back in the lineup. He won't be back until probably the 2nd round of playoff action, which sucks. In the Islanders, they pick up Thatcher Demko and send Riley Pulock to the Vancouver Canucks. That is a huge deal for the New York Islanders and the Vancouver Canucks as they pick up a good defenseman, Ryan Pulock, and get rid of a struggling Thatcher Demko. LA picks up Spurgeon and Zach Hyman going to Minnesota. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, you have even played a game, you dumb fucking piece of shit. Just play hockey, you retard. That's what you're here to do, is play hockey. You're here in Quebec, yeah, Quebec fucking raised boy. Let's go. First game against Buffalo, we lose 5-2, but then we get a win right back against the Florida Panthers there. I just really don't give a shit about the lineups there in the AHL. Come on, boys. We just need to keep on winning so we can keep that first place in the division, which looks like we should be able to hold that spot unless we go on a massive losing streak. But for right now, we're playing good hockey. We're winning games, and I'm enjoying this team, man. This year, it's not stressful. It's been fun. Amadio will call up because we need an extra centerman. Mike Amdimio will throw you down on that 3rd line. There you go, buddy. Have some fun. Special teams, what do we got to fix? Oh, there. We'll just throw Amadimio down there for right now. There you go, buddy. Get your ass on in there. And then we'll just hit best lines here. And then we'll edit the HL lineups a bit. Gunler up there. Mercer there. That's a defenseman there. A little wide when we actually should have a backup player in Petrov. Oh, you know, Petrov's up on the top line. That's okay. Who gives a shit? Defensively, we don't have any extra defensemen. Jean-Gabriel Pageau. Dude, just fucking play hockey, you dumbass. I don't give a shit. Play. Fucking play better than what you need to do. You need to figure it out. For fuck's sakes, Pajot. Jesus Christ, buddy. You've been here for like a couple games. Not even enough time to figure out if you've been a good player here or not. My lord. Man, I hate complainers like Pajot. Like, how well is he actually playing? Like, how well? 2 points in 6 games with a -1. That's not terrible. He's not doing the worst. He could do better, but I mean, it's a new team, new lineup, for fuck's sakes. Just wait until the playoffs. That's really what you pick up those depth players for, is you wait until the playoffs. And that's what we're waiting for right now, is waiting until the playoffs. Big victory there against the Chicago Blackhawks. Andre Univala, fractured jaw. We're going to just wait until April 10th. We'll keep that in the back of our heads, because we will not be playing our man like anytime soon. Because I want him fully developed. I want him fully healthy and ready for the playoffs. So April 10th. And are you fucking shitting me? What the fuck is with the injury bug right now? Wait a fucking second. We just lost fucking Cali Dance to a post-concussive... what the fuck? Where are all these injuries coming from? We were playing healthy fucking hockey. Cali Dance was purely healthy. And now he's out with a fucking concussion. Out until June. Which is the entire playoffs. Univalov out with a fucking fractured jaw. And Binnington out with the... oh my god, fucking damn it. So our first line that was going so well for such a long time is now disassembled. Shit. Oh, fuck, boys. This is not fucking good. This is not good. We got to call up somebody here right quick. Michael Duckall is going to be the next guy that we call up here. We need to call up somebody because fuck me, dude. This is not going good here, boys. Injuries after injuries piling up here for the Quebec Nordiques, and they just fucking won't stop. Like, they're just, they keep coming in. So we need to call up a defenseman, Rukula. We'll call up him. Jesus Christ. Just fucking best lines in the AHL. No one gives a fuck. This is what we got to really worry about, is our AHL right now. Or NHL right now. And fix this shit up, because this shit's fucked. Okay, so what do we want to do? Is this line doing good? Gurionov, I feel like he could do a lot better than what the fuck he's doing now. And Jean-Gabriel Pageau, how well would that boost up that line? I would give that +3 up there. And then, I mean, Pageau shouldn't do too bad with that line, I feel. Unless we want to do Gurionov up on that first line, but then we don't get a +1 anywhere on that line. So I think Gurionov, Bergeron there, and then Amadio with Kapanen and Dubé. And that's what we're going to have to do. I mean, at least we have a deep team this year, so when we take an injury like we just did, losing Cali Dansk, our fucking rookie stud this year, and we lose him to an injury, which sucks. But at least we got everybody else right now. Alright, Haydn Fleury's back in the lineup. That's perfect. That's what I want to see, him being back in the lineup. So let's implement Haydn Fleury back in the lineup, so we can be fully healthy defensively. Hopefully he doesn't injure himself again heading into the playoffs. We got a big couple games. I mean, we really don't. We're already guaranteed us a spot. If Haydn Fleury gets injured again, no. We do not want Andre Univalov in the lineup just yet, but we will send down somebody since we got him off the injury reserve. Amendio, he's playing. Devin Shore's not playing right now. Roland McCown, we'll get rid of him right now. We got Rukula playing, so we'll throw down... Univalov needs to just wait. We're going to wait for Univalov until the playoffs, because I want this team to be healthy going into this playoff run, right? This is a big one. This is our first time being back in the playoffs since we made that huge Stanley Cup run. We're going to have to put him in the lineup anyways. That's okay. At least we're back at full health. As there we go, ladies and gents. First place in the division. We really stomped into this fucking division this year, and we dominated. Dylan Larkin. Look at this fucking man. We knew that we could regenerate Dylan Larkin in some way. We knew that. And this year he had 94 points. A career high for this man. What a season by Dylan Larkin. He was fantastic. Taylor Hall as well was just fantastic this year as well. A career high with the Quebec Nordiques team. Yamamoto as well, 64 points. What a season this kid had. I mean, we knew this kid was going to have some great season. I know Yamamoto, man. He's a great player. Jean-Gabriel Pageau near the ending there didn't do that bad. 20 goals and 13 points, or 20 games. In 20 games, he had 13 points, for fuck's sakes. Gurionov did pretty well. Cali Dance during the time. If he plays a full fucking season, I can see Cali Dance ripping up the league. Like, legit. 30 goals in 55 games. This kid is going to rip shit up for the future of the Quebec Nordiques. You got Patrice Bergeron as well. Dubé up there, 45 points. Kapanen dropped down a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, he has a cheap contract, so I really don't give a shit about him. Defensively, we got McDonagh, 57 points. What a season he had. Haydn Brodin Univalov ripped it up. Mackenzie Blackwood, how well did he do when he joined the Quebec Nordiques? Look at this, man. 922, 70 save percentage. He was 10-3 for the Quebec Nordiques. What a way to end the season off. And UC Charles didn't do that bad either. So we have a great tandem. I mean, look at this. We have 3 goaltenders that we could use for this playoff run. If Binnington doesn't play well, we got fucking Mackenzie Blackwood. If both of these fuckers don't play well, then we got UC Charles. So we're looking very, very good. And I'm very happy with the way that this season went. I was a little skeptical. I thought we were going to bomb the season again. What the fuck? John Carlson with 114 points. Holy shit, boys. He fucking wins the Art Ross this year. Jesus Christ. Capo Caco up there. Jesus, boys. Defensively, yeah, John Carlson was the best. Goaltending-wise, none of our goaltenders, of course, since Binnington got injured. Rookie skaters, Antonio Strange just passed over to Cali Dance. I mean, if Dance played the full season, he would have been that man. I don't think he's going to win the Calder because of this bullshit, but that's okay. Also, how well did Vitaly Vishanovsky do this year with Detroit? Did he have that explosive season that we've been waiting for him to have? No, just once again, another 46-point season. Is Vitaly Vishanovsky not living up to his standards? And I gotta say, I think we won that deal for sure. But for right now, guys, I'm going to sign off. As in the next video, we're going to be jumping right into playoff action. As we're going to be facing off against... Who are we facing off against? Come on. The Philadelphia Flyers in the first round of playoff action. The Broad Street Bullies. So let's see what we got to go up against. Antonio Strange is A. We got to go up against a top rookie. Only if Cali Dance was in here, man. It would have been top rookie against top rookie. But you got Shane Couturier, Jakob Voracek. You got Oscar Lindblom. You got Claude Giroux, Joel Farabee, DeZingle. Holy shit, this team's deep as fuck. Provorov, Borgman, Haig, Kokacek, Konechny, but very weak defensively. Goaltending-wise, they got Carter Hart. Definitely going to be a goaltending duel. And then they got Shane Gostisbehere. So, offensively, they're deep as fuck. Defensively, they're kind of weak, which we got them on that upper hand. Goaltending, it is even. Blackwood versus Hart. We got Larkin and Hall facing off against Couturier and Strangers. This should be a fun series. But for right now, guys, I'm going to sign off. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.